my goodness, I found the weird trick that works. That makes Korean words stick right here. So you're not like, okay, I learned that. And the next day you're like, I forgot. What did I learn again? No, 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 no. That's why I called it weird. Brains somehow remember weird stuff. When it's boring, they forget everything. Am I right or am I right? Right? When it's boring, we erase it from our brain. So it's about to get really weird and really silly and really fun because weird is fun. Hurry, hurry, bring your notebook. Please dedicate about 20 minutes with me to learn Korean words, Korean grammar, Korean patterns, make sentences with me, and not forget what you learn. Let me wear my glasses. These are fake glasses because I collect glasses. That's a weird hobby of mine. You're going to remember that forever, right? And let's get started here. I'll be using my book called Korean Dictionary. You Need It. I had to name it You Need It, as I said. And I'll be learning, I'll be showing you words and pictures. And this is part of my vocabulary power pack. If you don't have it yet, if you're new to my channel, I want to just let you know that we have this amazing resource that's helping thousands of students from all over the world. We have must-know verbs book right here, and then we have a noun book that's all together inside of our ultimate vocabulary power pack. 1,300 words all together inside here, and you have a quiz inside, you have pictures, you have my voice recorded every page because I want you to hear my pronunciation. Everything that you need to know for essential Korean vocab is right here. So I'll have it linked on my website. And if that's too hard for you to click and go, it's also in my description. So you guys can just easily browse what you need and grab it and study words with me. And if you already have this, please open your notebook, please open your book, and let's do this together. Wow, so good. Oh, and by the way, you guys all know I always say this importance of learning new words, right? Without words, there are no sentences. There's no way. With the right words, you can say anything. So vocab acquisition is actually probably the most important thing that you need to do and put in the work in order to make some sentences and be fluent in Korean one day. And get better at Korean, right? Grammar is not holding you back. Lack of vocab is holding you back. Truth bomb right there, in love, because I really care about you. All right, so in our lesson today, I'll be using this book. Inside, it looks something like this. A bunch of cute little pictures that's gonna stick in your brain because our brains love images and it learns in stories. And then in our chapter today, I'll be going to something very practical that you guys can use anytime. It's, I think, page 90. So let me go back here. It's called places. You go to these places every day, right? But you're like, okay, Aina, what's the trick? Okay, I will tell you the trick. Please be patient with me. And first, when you hear the word, listen and repeat after me. And then I'll tell you the trick, okay? The school, number 1, is 학교. Say it with me. 학교. 학교. Okay, here's where it gets weird. I'm gonna make a connection to this to your English brain. 학교 sounds like hack, yo. Okay, that's weird. Hack, like you learn so many hack in school, like hack, yo. That's like hack. 학교, 학교. So 학교, 학교. That's it. So now you remember it better. 학교, 학교, 학교. That's it. 학교. You're not gonna forget this. Trust me. It's gonna live rent-free in your head even after the video. Write it down in your notebook. And one day, you look at a word, you have the skill, silly skill Aina taught, and you're gonna be making so many connections to English brain. Okay? Next word is church. Everybody say 교회. One more time. 교회. I wrote down some tricks here. So, okay, this word, 교, kind of sounds like go, right? Go, 회. It doesn't sound exactly, but it sounds like pray in my ears. Go pray. 교회. Okay, they kind of rhyme. 교회, go pray. 교회, 교회, go pray. Okay. 교회, 교회, 교회. Remember that. Number 3, house. That's 집, 집. That word sounds like zip file. So you're at home, zip, and then you are opening a zip file. Zip, 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 zip. There you go. And now we're making connections, but that's not enough. We have to put these into context. So I'm going to bring you, what about here? A pattern that's helpful. So you guys can plug in the words into a sentence, and when you learn it in context, words make sense. They come to life. That's everything. If you're my student of Game Changer, you have these patterns, so please take it out. So I'm talking about these patterns right here. They're called the grammar patterns. I put them into flashcards. If you're new here, they're also available on my website, and in the description, they're called the Game Changer for Korean grammar. They changed the game for so many students because they learn to make sentences from day one. Whether they're a beginner or not, they just know how to make sentences because my color coding system just works. Okay, so 집, plug it into the place of noun. The pattern is I have to go to N. I have to go to noun. In this case, that noun is a location. So I can say 집에 가야 돼요. That's the pattern. 집에 가야 돼요. Maybe you have to go to church. 교회, remember, go pray. 교회에 가야 돼요. What about this first one? 학교, you have to go to school. 학교에 가야 돼요. That's how you do it. You first make some weird connections because brains love that, and then you plug it into a context. Yeah? So that's how you're going to do it from now on, and I'm going to continue with the chapter. Whoops, let's go back to the page. Okay, so next word I want to teach you is park. Say 공원, 공원, 공원. This one I don't have an English connection, but my brain's saying 공 is ball in Korean. So you know when you go to the park you see balls everywhere. So 공원, 공원, you won the ball, I guess. You won the ball. 공원, 공원. There you go. You won the ball. 공원, 공원. So I could say I have to go to the park. 공원에 가야 돼요. 공원에 가야 돼요. Next word, salon. Okay. So I'm talking about like the hair salon. So 미용실. I have a really funny one for this. 미용실. That sounds like me. That's me, like myself. 미용. That sounds like young. 실 sounds like until. So me, young, still. I'm not until, still. I'm still young. Me, young, still. Me, young, still, okay? I'm not old. Me, young, still. 미용실. So I'm gonna go get a salon and get all the beauty like hair done. 미용 still, okay? 미용실. Now, your hair is due, so you can say 미용실에 가야 돼요. 미용실에 가야 돼요. Are you making sentences? Are you writing this down? Yeah, good. I love it. Active learners. High five. Thank you. As passionate as I am, if you're not passionate, I cannot do the work for you, right? Because I always tell my students, we are partners, and good partners work together. Be a good partner. Next, supermarket. That's so English already. Supermarket. You don't need any tricks. Supermarket. Just say supermarket and then put it in. 슈퍼마켓에 가야 돼요. 슈퍼마켓에 가야 돼요. There you go. All right, I'm going to bring you another pattern in the next row. Next row, let's see. 공항, airport. Everybody say 공항, 공항, 공항. What weird trick will we come up with? Don't depend on me. What about you? What is your brain saying? I'm thinking 공항. What did I write here? I was earlier doing 공항. Okay. Gong is like gonna. Gong, going to. Hang. I'm going to hang out. Like I'm going to hang at the airport. Gong, hang. Going to hang out. Going to hang out. Gong, hang. Gong, hang. And now it's time to bring me probably a new pattern like this. How's that? Everybody say the pattern with me. I'm on my way to noun. That's noun. That's a particle. 가는 길이에요. Slower. 가는 길이에요. There you go. So now plug it in to the place of N. 공항에 가는 길이에요. I'm headed there. I'm on my way to the 공항. Going to hang. 공항, right? 공항에 가야 돼요. That's the first one. 공항에 가는 길이에요. So with the second pattern, make sure you use other words that we learn like 공원, 미용실, and make more sentences in your notebook because it's gonna stick. More sentences you make, you're gonna be the master of these patterns. Love that. Next is convenience store. 편의점. 편의점. One more time. 편의점. So maybe I have to go to 편의점. 편의점에 가야 돼요. 편의점에 가야 돼요. My video is a little flickering today. Please ignore that. I don't know how to fix it. 편의점에 가는 길이에요. 편의점에 가는 길이에요. Let me pause my video so I can fix the flicker, hopefully. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if it stopped flickering. Continuing on. Library is 도서관. 도서관. One more time. 도서관. So 도서관. Plug it into the first one. 도서관에 가야 돼요. I have to go to the library. Second one. 도서관에 가는 길이에요. I'm on my way to 도서관. Notice how as you're making context sentences, it's sticking with you better because you're learning it together, not segmented. And if you come up with fun tricks for each word, go ahead and do it too. But I'm not going to give it for every word because I don't want to take away the opportunity for your brain to think. Okay? And if you do, write it down in your notebook or share in the comments. Museum. That's 박물관. 박물관. Oh, assimilation happening. So I know it's 박, but it's really pronounced as 방. 박물관. 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 박물관에 가야 돼요. 박물관에 가는 길이에요. Ooh, nice job repeating after me. Look at you being an active learner here. Let me make the patterns a little bit smaller so I don't look so squished in the middle. Continuing on here, let's go. What about department store? We're almost done. We just got two more words. Department store is 백화점. Say it with me. 백화점. 백화점. I have a fun one for this. 백화점. Wait, that sounds like back, like back. 화점. 점 sounds like gems. So I'm back for the gems because in department store you'll see so many gems, right? So back for the gems. 백화점. Back for the gems. 백화점. 백화점에 가야 돼요. 백화점에 가는 길이에요. One more time. 백화점에 가야 돼요. Or 백화점에 가는 길이에요. I'm on my way to 백화점. And lastly, movie theater. Do you like movies? Movies is 영화. 영화, 영화. And you're just adding one more word here. 관. Everybody say 영화관. So we can say 영화 좋아해? Do you like movies? 영화관 갈래? You want to go to the theater? Right? So 영화관에 가야 돼요. 영화관에 가는 길이에요. This one you just learned 영화 itself and we're just adding one word so it will be really useful. All right, so that is our places, but I cannot let you go without a quiz because quiz raises your retention by 40% according to statistics, real studies. So what about I test you on some words? See if this works, okay? See if my tricks worked. Okay. How do you say house in Korean? House. You're opening a zip file. 집. Remember. How do you say school? School. You're learning some hack. Yo, that's a hack. 학교. 학교. What about this one? I love this one that I made. Hair salon. How do you say that? Hair salon. I'm still young. Remember? Me young still 미용실. Okay, I'm young still. And what about department store? We just did it. That was the last word almost. Right? Back for the gym. 백화점. 백화점. Last one. What about airport? Airport is you're gonna hang there? You're gonna hang? hang. 공항. 공항. You're gonna hang at the airport. So as you're really making the connections to your prior knowledge, your brain somehow make that connection into a story. And us humans remember pictures, images, and stories rather than segments of things that we see and learn because brains love categories. Brains love connections. That's just our nature. So when we feed that nature, it will thrive. So we just give the opportunity, give the tools for the brain to work better. So as I said in the very beginning, we are giving that weird trick by helping our brain with that trick. So, can you do that even when I'm not there? Yeah? Can you really try and practice the silly, weird muscle to make prior connection to whatever Korean words you're learning and tell me, oh my gosh, Aina, it worked. Because it really does. I've seen it in so many students. I can confidently say that this works. And if you're looking for resources, just know that all of the resources are on my website and the vocab power pack that is a must for every student who's trying to learn Korean from scratch because without words we cannot do anything. All right, so that is it for me, and I will see you in the next video. And just know that I care about you, I love you, and we are amazing, good partners. So let's do a quick handshake. Love you so much.